Hello guys, it's me again with another pike fishing video. This time I'm going to try and do something completely different. We've all seen the YouTube videos which are a bit clickbaity, you know, titles like lure unboxing, 1 day to unbox and catch, or homemade lure, 1 day to build and catch. Well, far be it from me to say that the timelines of those videos could be fudged a little bit. I'm going to try and do something today which is going to be impossible to fake. What I'm going to do, well, it is a lure unboxing. This is a brand new Squirrely Burt that I've just had delivered, and we've got to custom weight this. We've got to go out and fish it, we've got to catch, and I've got to get back here. I've got to swap all of the footage over, I've got to watch through it, I've got to edit it, and it's all got to be uploaded before midnight tonight so that YouTube verifies that the video has been captured on the 9th of November. How do we know that it's the 9th of November? Well, I've been out this morning and bought today's paper. I don't read papers, I've just bought this just for this video. You're going to see this newspaper again when I'm out fishing. Hopefully, if we're unhooking a pike, we're going to have the newspaper there. And in the future, anybody watching this video can go to paperboy.com. I'm going to leave a link in the comments below. You'll be able to go there, enter the 9th of November, and it is an archive of British newspaper front pages. And you will be able to see that that is today's newspaper, and there can be no doubt. Everything's against me today. The weather's not ideal, it's very still. I'd rather have a little bit of a wind. The river's coming off a flood, it's going to be very coloured, and time is against me because I've been hanging around for the postman. What time is it now? It's 11:15. We're well into November, it's going to be getting dark at 4:30, so we really are up against it today. But we're going to try. It's going to be a challenge, but we're going to go for it. So this is what I've been waiting for. This is from, yes, this is right. It should be a Hollowform Perch pattern Squirrely Burt. Now, you might have seen a lot about Squirrely Burts on YouTube. There it is. And they are a little bit notorious because they are absolutely rubbish. The rubbish until you've custom weighted it yourself. And once you've custom weighted it, these lures are devastating. You've got to bear in mind that these are not designed for British pike fishing. These are North American. These are Muskie Mania tackle from Northwood in Ohio. So it's come from America. They're very expensive. This was £28.95, I think. I ordered this the other day from eBay. It's a great seller that I've used. I buy all my Burts from him. I'll flash that up on the screen there, and you'll see that it's expected to arrive today. The postman's not let me down. It has done. Here it is. I'm going to put my phone on the recording as well and see if we can get you a little bit closer, and you can see the Burt close up and what the problems are with them when they're brand new. So here we are, a lure unboxing, brand new Squirrely Burts, the Muskie Mania tackle. If you've seen many of my videos, you'll know that I really like fishing these lures. There it is. Not a great deal of information on it. This is the weighted one. It's an 11-inch. Let's get her out. Let's put this funny clip on. There we go. Let's have a look at the Burt close up. And see, look at these blobs of paint. Very poor finish. Just like a sticker, and it's been lacquered over. Look at this, really, really poor. Sorry for my dirty hands today. I've been in the garage messing about, waiting for the postman. Paint over spills on the rings. You sometimes get some holes into the body actually that you have to seal up. This one looks okay. A bit of a paint defect here. So see if the tail's stuck in properly. You have to re-stick the tails normally. Well, the tail seems okay. There's normally a name on. It says Muskie Man, and it would have said Ania, Muskie Mania. The lure, the original Burt lure, would have been about that long, and all they've done is simply sawed the end off there, stuck a tail in, and that's all they've done. The hooks on these are absolute monsters. They may be okay for North American muskie, but certainly not for the British pike. We're looking jacks, £5 or £6. Look at the size of those hooks, they're ridiculous. I'm going to be replacing those with size 1/0 VMC hooks, which you can see they're a lot smaller, more suited to our style of fishing. So I'm going to remove these. These split rings, these are huge. I don't know what the breaking strain is, but we'll be taking those off. I'm never going to break one of those if I needed to in a snag, so I'm going to put on, I've run out, I've used the last two on these fortunately. These are the Savage Gear stainless split rings, the 7mm ones. So I've got those ready on the hooks. We're going to swap those for those, and we're also going to drill into the Burt and custom weight it. We've got a test tank here to get it weighted just right. So I'm just going to move the other camera, and I'm going to plump this into the test tank, and you'll see what this lure does straight out of the packet. You see there, all it is doing is just floating on the surface. No good for us at all. They do dive a little bit because of this scoop. When you jerk them, they will dive a little bit, but I'm going to weight this so that it is standing up vertically, and there's just probably a little tiny bit of the tail buoyancy, and that's just going to be sticking out the water. That's how I'm going to weight it. I'll just bring your camera back on to me. So there are a few videos out on YouTube which is showing you how to custom weight a Burt. It's nothing secret, just drilling a hole, putting a bit of weight in and sealing that hole up until you get that weight right. That's all it is. What I have done for comparison of the quality, for saying that this is a £30 lure, I've actually ordered another lure just so that you can see from a big manufacturer the difference in quality. Now, what I've bought here, this is a Rapala X-Rap Pito. I'm not intending to fish this today, but I've just bought this just to show you the quality. We should see on the packet. Switch to the other camera there. Yes, we've got these are already fitted with VMC hooks. Every one of Rapala's lures are hand tested in their own test tank to make sure that they are perfect before they're sent out. There's the Pito. Yeah, nice sensible size hooks there. Lovely Hollowform finish on it. Hard body, soft tail. Nice paddle tail. No, there's no defects in there at all. And it also comes complete with a spare tail as well for when this gets a bit raggedy. How the tails are changed, so you take this split ring off and the tail will come off. This stainless steel attachment goes into the hard body, and then it's just a matter of sliding the new tail on and putting your split ring back, and away you go. This lure cost £16, £16, nearly half the price of the Burt, and it comes out of the packet, it's ready to fish, it's perfect. You get a spare tail with good hooks, don't need to do anything to it, and that is nearly double the price. It's not the fault of the eBay seller that I bought it from. It's just how they come. It's just how Muskie Mania make them. Might be okay for straight out the packet for fishing for muskie in North America, but not here for our pike. So let's get on with the custom weighting. Now, you're going to have to apologise if there's any mistakes or audio dropouts or anything like that. Like I said, we are up against the clock today, and I haven't got time to go back and re-record anything. Everything has got to be done in one take today. So we're going to remove these hooks in a second. We'll put you on the closer camera there, and about 1 centimetre forward of the first ring that I'm going to drill a hole there, and it will let me into a chamber. How these are constructed, they're constructed in two halves. You can see the seam there, a very bumpy, horrible seam as well it is. If you built model aeroplanes when you was a kid, you know the two halves of the fuselage. It's like two halves, and it's got fins in for strengthening. These are constructed the same way, and then they're joined. They put the weight in, put the metal work in, and they're joined together. And there's the join there. Oh, one other thing we need to make sure as well, the join on the top, the join on the tail, we need to make sure that they are exactly in line, which not quite. We might have to pull this out and glue it on the bank, but if it's not perfectly centered, your Burt will dive to a side, one of the sides, rather than coming straight at you. So let's remove these hooks. Now this little tool is well worth buying. These are split ring pliers. You see it's got the little peg on the end there, and that will help you get into the split ring like so, and then it's just a matter of whiz it round, and there we go. Split ring pliers. These are the Savage Gear ones, but you can get them from eBay, Amazon, anything like that. Craft supply shops. They use a lot of split rings in crafting, making necklaces and God knows what else. There we go, rubbish hook gone. Let's have a look at my VMC hook, the Savage Gear split ring compared to Muskie Mania's. That's quite some size difference. They've got to be 3.0, possibly 4.0. They're not going to be used. There we are, I've got our hooks on. We've got to have the hooks on before we weight it. And we've also got to have a trace that we're going to be using today. It's a 100-pound Cahira Nitinol. My usual tracers. We've got to have the weight of the lure as it's going to be used before we weight it, so that it's all balanced when we get there and clip a trace on. So now we're going to start weighting it. Now when I've drilled the hole into our Burt, I'm going to put some lead shot in there, we'll weight it, and I'm going to use one of these little plastic top hats, like a little plastic plug. Get these off eBay. I'll flash that up on the screen now, and you'll see they are 8mm in diameter, and the actual peg that goes inside is 4mm. I want it to be a tight fit, so I'm going to use a 3.5mm drill bit. I want to be able to weight it, put the peg in, which will make it waterproof, into the tank. It's going to be in and out a few times. So I'm going to be able to take this plug out, add in, put the plug back in. So I need it to be a tight fit. It's got to be waterproof. So I've got my 3.5mm drill ready to go. There we go. Drilled. Let's try the peg. It's going to be a tight fit. Yeah, it's too tight, but I'll just use the friction of the drill, and it will enlarge the hole a little. There we go. That's a nice tight fit in there now. And you see a lot of people, they'll glue that in with some Aradite or super glue. I use something slightly different. We'll just get this, there we go. I use this UV resin, and it's a glue. Just put it on there, pop the plug in, and use a UV light, and it will cure in a matter of seconds, rather than having to wait for a two-part epoxy putty, or a two-part epoxy glue rather, to set, which can take several hours. It's also although it's waterproof, it's quite soft as well. It's a lot softer than Aradite, and your fingernail will be able to peel that off and pull the peg out if I needed to. I do take this is in my lure bag all the time. These are number 9 lead shot, match fishing type of dropper shot, very small. if I need to just tune up. I found that different air pressures, different weather can affect how the Burt sits. It might need a little bit more weight, it might need a little bit taken out. So with these plugs and the UV glue, it's very easy to do on the bank, just takes a matter of minutes. So now we're going to start weighting it. Now I use this, this is just a big bag of old shotgun lead shot. I bought a kilo of this off eBay months and months and months ago. It'll last forever. Cheaper than using fishing shot. And I'm going to start off, I'm going to put about 10 pieces in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 12. I had 2 left in my fingers there, so I might as well use them. So I've got 12 in there at the moment. Let's have a look how that is affected the weight. Barely, just brought the head down a little bit. Although you can't see it too close at the moment, when I've got it very close, I will bring the camera further in. Let's get some more shot. I'm going to put another 10 or 12 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 24 of those little pieces of lead in there now. Like I said, I do a lot of Burt, so that's why I've got all this lead, but you can just use number 8 shot will be ideal. Some lead solder. If you've got any solder hanging around, just cut little tiny pieces of that. Some more lead in there. Oh, I've given up counting now, I'm just piling it in. Let's see what that does. I've probably got about 40 pieces in there now. You see the nose is starting to go down now. I'll just bring this other camera in just so you can see this.
Go on then.
See the nose is just starting to get down. I need quite a bit more yet. Should do that over the bag, shouldn't I? Completely lost count how many's in there now, but it's not going to matter. Don't matter how many's in there, as long as it's the right amount. Let's try again. Oh, we're well getting towards it now. Let me just check this camera angle. You can see it's just the buoyancy of the tail that's holding that up now. So we are getting there. I'm going to take it a little bit gentler now on the amount of lead that we're putting in. I found that the silicone tail is quite neutrally buoyant and you don't need many to make a difference to the tail. Bring our plug out again. I think I'll put about 6 in there. Let's try that. Nope, some more still. This birch is taking a lot. It's the thing about birch. I've probably got about 10 of them, and I can guarantee you that every single one of them will take a different amount of weight. There's just no consistency to them at all. You bought one of these Burts, paid £30 for it, went out fishing, without knowing about the custom weighting, you'd think that you've been ripped off. They really don't work out of the packet. Compared to Rapala's lures that are perfect and half the price. Oh, we've gone over now. There we go. The trace is just touching the bottom of the tank there. Need to take a little bit out. Don't need many. The tail is just under the surface. So if I show you here, we'll probably take, say, 3 or 4 out. It will make a big difference. I think that's 5 that's come out there. See what difference just that 5 has made. That is bang on. Just the tiniest little bit of buoyancy that's holding that tail up. It really isn't much at all. I'll bring the other camera in so you can see it. There we go, and there's just the tiniest bit of tail that's just above the surface of the water. There we go. So we'll put this lead back for next time. Like I said, we will be taking the that UV glue out with us, and if I need to add any more or take any out when we're actually fishing, I can do. So we need to let's glue this plug in. Get that nice and dry. Yes, it's going to be a real test today of my local knowledge of the areas that I fish in. So it's not going to be the optimal conditions, but if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, wouldn't they? There's no point in having these challenge videos unless it really is going to be a challenge. The weight of this glue might have made a slight difference to that, but we can adjust it on the side of the river if we need to. I'll just put a piece of that glue just on my tabletop there, and the UV light from, although it's not sunny today, is already having an effect of it. I'll show you how quickly that actually cures. So we'll get the UV light on that little bit there. Look at that. It sets like a hard rubber. Actually, that's set. It's as quick as that, and a fingernail will just bring it off. So it's really good. It's like a temporary glue. So there we have our Burt. This is a pattern that I've never used before, the Hollowform Perch pattern. Looks more like a pike to me, but there we go. I suppose we'll need to customise it to make it mine. Subscribe, please. Let's go fishing. So here we are down at the river. It's 5 to 1. So we've got probably 4 hours max before it gets dark to make this work. There's our daily mirror. Verify the date. And we haven't got much in the box today. We've got our Pito that we talked about. I don't think we're going to use in that, but here it is. Our Perch pattern Squirrely Burt that we've just custom weighted. Let's get that on. Put monics off. Let's do this. Does seem to be coming back to me, leaning over to one side, which is that tail, the join on the tail is not matching the join on the body. It's just a few mil off. I might have to pull that out. You see it's just leaning over there to the right. I'll pull that tail off and we'll glue it back in, but straight. Always worth going really slowly once it's at your feet. Just make sure that you're not getting a follow. Difficult when you're using a new lure you've never used before. Well, I've used the lure before, but not this particular pattern. But have some confidence. If there's any feeding pike here, I'm confident that they'll go for this. Confidence breeds success. You're confident in your lure, your methods, your location, your watercraft. More often than not, you'll get the result. No shortcut to it. You've got to get out there and fish and gain that experience. Got to be realistic. There's no point in staying here too long. If there are any pike here and they're not in the feeding mood, they will know that they're being fished for. This lure's landing on their heads every minute or so. As you can see, we're at a different place now. Got a cup of tea and a sandwich, and the time is now 25 to 3. Perhaps got 2 hours left of daylight, so we've got to make this count. We'll give it till 3 o'clock here. Give me half an hour to walk downstream to another weir, and that really will be the last roll of the dice. Just check the margin. Rattle working. Yes. I don't think we need the net for that actually. It's a nice grip. It's a tiny, but we've done it. Switch the other camera on. Should be recording. Get my glasses because I can't see bugger all. There we go. And there is our Hollowform tiger, Hollowform perch. Not a big fish, but it doesn't matter. Beautiful, miniature little pike. Say cheese for the camera. Lures at my feet. He's just come up. Remember what I said? Just pulls at your feet, you'll get one follow. He came out the deeps and snatched him. Success, fantastic. Over the moon. Let's get him back. I was going to net it because I didn't want to stand on this boulder. It's sloping towards the river. And away he goes. And I dare say if I stood on that to chin him out, I'd have been in. Ah, we're in. Oh! We lost him. I saw that take it. Bugger. Just on the hang. Don't think we hooked him. Might get a second chance. (4:25). We really are at last knockings now. Perhaps 10 minutes in this peg, and then it's time to make tracks and get all this editing done. We've hooked this one properly. Oh, not a big fish again. Get the net. Get the mat. Chin him out. And hooks out of the way. Oh, we've got it. Get another camera on for you guys. There we go. Just straddle him there, so he's not going to be flapping about. So I'll get my tools out and my glasses. There we go. Some glasses out. You're not really straight there, straighten up. There we go, I hope you can see there. That really was the last knockings. Oh, we need the Daily Mirror, don't we? There it is, Monday the 9th of November. Get this fella done. Beautiful lip hook. One treble, Hollowform Perch, Squirrely Burt. This is the one that we weighted this morning. Let's have a look at this fish. Hey. There we go. Is that lively? Come on. To say cheese. There we go. Let's make sure that we've got a good camera angle on that. Oh, there we go. It's a nice fish. Quite thick, broad across the back, not very long. Perhaps 6 pounds. Not a mark on him. Oh, very nice fish. Again, right under my feet. Get a good grip. And let's drop him back in. There we go. And away he goes. So that really was the last knockings. I would have been a little bit disappointed with that little pencil that we had first, if I'm honest. We lost one just down there, and we got this one pretty much the last cast of the day. Got 15-minute walk back to the car now, and it will be dark when I get there. Got to get home, get all this footage on the computer, get it edited, get it uploaded. I'm going to enjoy a beer tonight. I'll see you in a bit. Well guys, I'm back at home now. What a rush that was. Never done anything like that before. We've managed to pull it off. We've got all the footage on the computer. I've got it edited. Please bear in mind it's only a very basic edit due to the nature of this video. This is what it demands. Not that I'm that skilled in doing a fancy edit anyway, but very quickly mashed it together. If you're watching this, it means that the upload's gone okay. The only little bit I've got to add on is what I'm recording now. I'm enjoying a beer. I've had a few more than two, I will admit to that. My lovely wife has made me a roast dinner, and I've crashed on with this, and there we are. Here it is, Hollowform Squirrely Burt that we've weighted today. We've been out, we've caught on it. It's got a few teeth marking already. That's always a trophy. Here's the newspaper. Again, I'll put a link in the description. If you go to thepaperboy.com, go on the British newspapers and select today's date, Monday the 9th of November 2020. It will give you the front pages of all of the newspapers. Scroll through to the Daily Mirror and that will verify it. Look at the date that this video was uploaded to YouTube, and it is truly a one day to buy, adapt, fish, catch, edit and upload all in one day. Impossible to fake. I'm not here to talk about the news, but we've been looking at this headline all day. National health workers, big shout out to you guys. We're really relying on you. You're doing a fantastic job. keep going, please. If you like the video, please give me a like so that I know that you like the kind of stuff that I'm putting together. If you subscribe as well, that would really encourage me to get out and make more videos. Click the subscribe button, click the little bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. This time of year, a lot of them are going to be pike fishing. Get into the spring, summertime, they're going to be climbing and cycling. But do a mixture of all sorts. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making this video. I had the idea for this quite a while ago, and I've been really excited today. It's been a roller coaster, really adrenaline. The first couple of hours at the first whirlpool, I didn't think we was going to do it. I really didn't, but we got there, and it's been fun. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.